squats. Back squats are great for the legs, are great for the full body because you've got a bar on your back. So the more time we spend getting better at this exercise, the more it's going to deliver unbelievable results. So it's going to improve your core strength, full body strength and legs. So that's a great exercise and we're going to spend a lot of time getting better at it. So what you need to do is find yourself a squat rack and you need to, Eddie's going to demo, face it that way, so face this way. So we need a step-by-step procedure of how we're going to do this exercise. So you're going to line up so your arms are straight. You want the bar in line probably with your shoulders because it's going to sit on the top of your traps here. So you don't want to be tiptoeing to bring the bar out. At the same time, you don't want to have to be doing a really deep squat to unrack it. So you've got to find what works best for you. So Eddie's going to, step one is you're going to get yourself underneath the bar. So let's go. Then what he wants to do is he finds the muscly part of his back and it'll sit on the top of his traps. He gets into a squat position underneath it. So you wouldn't just do a one step, bruv, to change your legs like that. You wouldn't split like this. You want to get yourself into a position where your feet are shoulder width apart. So let's do that. And look forward and then you stand up. So that's step one, hold. So step one is unwrap the bar. And as you can see, it's on the top of his muscles here. It's not on his neck. It's on the part where it just feels right. Brilliant. And take a step back. With the step back, you just want to take 1 or 2 steps back, either into the space that it's given you. Then what you want to do is look forward. And he wants to start with his hips slightly an inch back, just a tiny bit. And that's the reason for that is because he wants even pressure throughout his whole feet. So you don't want to tuck your bum right forward, completely forward like that. So then the body weight's too shifted far forward. At the same time, you don't want to be sticking your bum too far out that it feels like you're going to fall over. You should already know how to squat by now if you followed our 8-week plan. So look forward. And then next thing you need to do is take a deep breath. And then he's just going to squat down and just pause at the bottom for now. Keep going down, 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 down. Hold, and then drive back up. What we're looking for is your feet to remain completely flat. Keep doing reps. Completely flat throughout the movement. That's a really good start. We don't want rounding of the back, so go down. Slightly leaning forward, that's perfect. Now keep doing good reps, that's it. And you're just going to do 5 reps. Then drive back up. Hold, you finish, stood upright on your 5th rep, and then you walk it back into the rack. You glance both sides to make sure the bar is put back because we've seen the bar go off like this and people miss it. So just put it back in, check, brilliant, and then take a rest. For that exercise, we're going to do 10 sets of 5. The reason why we're going to pump the sets up high rather than the reps is because we want every rep to be quality. We want good technique always throughout. So for that exercise, don't start off going too heavy. The worst thing you can do is keep adding weight to the bar and just keep going so you can't do it.
Safety measures to consider is one, make sure you're using the rack this way. We have seen people use it the wrong way when they're coming out, so make sure you're always facing this way. And another obvious one is make sure that you're clipping the bar. Obviously with the bar in the back, taking some steps back, sometimes your balance can be uneven and it looks embarrassing if your weights fall off. So safety first.
And when you're putting the weights on, let's just put the weights on, just put 30 on. You put the weights on, then you grab yourself a clip. Now, for some people, putting the clips on is the hardest part of doing it. You'll struggle sometimes, so just take a nice good squeeze and then bang. When you're undoing it, turn it round, find your sweet spot and unrack it. So when you're doing the clip, nice big squeeze and then just slot it on. When you finish, make sure you find your angles because if you try and undo it, you won't be able to unclip it. So find the right sweet spot and then slide it back out. Believe it or not, that's actually a really difficult skill. So if you're new to lifting weights and you're finally plucking up the courage to go into the squat rack, you might struggle, feel a bit shy or intimidated, whatever, do it. Last point, if you're going over to a bar, which it's quite common in commercial gyms, is people will leave their weights on the bar. So what you don't want to do, if you are unracking it, is unrack all one side of the bar, which I've done before, and then the bar's flipped over. So if somebody's left a lot of weights on, you take the clip, you take one side, probably do the other, just to be safe. Warm-up sets, like Eddie did, you always go over to the bar, you do a warm-up set with the bar, so no weight whatsoever, you don't have to clip it, don't worry. You hit a warm-up set of 5 reps, you rack it back, and that's just to make sure, you know, you're warming up the body, you're making sure the bar's at the right height, everything like that, and then you can start.